This is Dave Paletti, and whether you're a buyer or seller, or you're getting to a point in your home that either you want to renovate in order to sell, or you bought something and you're looking to maybe renovate that new purchase, I'm going to do a short little series where I've done, and I'm doing 3 projects, the master bathroom, the kitchen, the back deck. Hopefully I'll get to all those projects. I'm not selling my house, but I think it's helpful to know, when do you use a contractor? When do you do it yourself? When do you just manage the process yourself? And I think that's the goal here in putting this out. Firstly, probably the biggest ones you want to look at doing if you're planning on selling or just bought a house, a bathroom or a kitchen is probably the best thing to consider to make a difference in. It's what everybody looks at. They can be big ticket items. But I think my advice is if you're selling, do that renovation 3-5 years early. Enjoy it. Enjoy the new kitchen, enjoy the new bathroom before you eventually sell it. I think it's probably the wisest thing to do, but it also puts you in a position that if you're going to sell, you're ready to sell at that time. There was a time during COVID from 2021, 22, 23, some of 24 that you really didn't have to do any changes in order to sell a house. People would buy a house without even doing an inspection. We're not in that time now. The time that we have now, a lot of the buyers don't want to do the work. If they do want to do the work, they want to get a discounted house to offset the work that has to be done. So I would say to stay competitive, look at either renovating the bathroom or the kitchen. If your house is older than 13 to 20 years, definitely. There's some houses that are 7-8 years old that start to get a little out of the up to date the buyers are looking for. It's a competitive market. It's more competitive than what we've seen in years past. And having a 20-year-old kitchen or even a 10-year-old kitchen compared to something that's brand new, it'll give you a competitive edge. If you're selling, anybody ask yourself the question, do I really need to do a renovation, spend the money in order to sell this house? And my answer would be different depending on the house and really depending on the time of the cycle that we're in real estate-wise. Let me explain. If we go back to 2021, 22, 23, the COVID years, you didn't have to renovate anything to sell it. There was such a shortage. It was such a seller's market that the buyers really we're just saying, hey, we'll take the house. It doesn't matter. We'll do the kitchen. Today's a different time. A little rise in interest rates, a little bit of more of a buyer's market. And so I would say certainly look and consider to renovate the kitchen or the master bath because those are the 2 main things that people look at and the reason they might turn down a house. It's definitely a more competitive market. There's more homes on the market. And so I think it's probably a good question to ask yourself. And I'll tell you, I'm going through it now and you'll see from some of these slides and pictures and videos where we started from in our own project to do the master bathroom. And it really all started with having a bad roofer that led to a leak into the master bathroom. It kind of forced my hand to do it. We had a quote from a builder, a contractor, and I decided instead of taking that quote, I decided to manage the project, do some of it myself. And I certainly have a lot of contacts that I can help you with in doing the same project. We went from looking at $35,000 to $42,000 to doing it for less than $10,000. If you're a buyer, on the other hand, going in and getting a house that needs the work, if you get it for the right price, I can help you also too with, the demo guys, with the contractors, or at least talking through the process in order to get yourself, the best house with the best master bathroom, best kitchen, at the best price. So I'm here to help you make the connections if you're going to get a contractor or manage the project yourself. I could certainly help you to find a demo person to help demo the project, put you in touch with the tile guys or the cabinet people and help you through the process. I'll also go into the renovation of our kitchen as we work through it. The ups and the downs. I mean, it's not always easy to do that, but hopefully we can pull the veil back and show you what it's like for us to go through that process. So I hope this is helpful. I hope going through this kind of video is informative, but it helps you make a decision. Do we spend the money? Do we need to do it before we sell? And if we're buying, if does buying a house without those changes in it, can we do it and make it work? And I think sometimes having some connections and some years of experience in the area, it may help you accomplish exactly what you're going to do, and live your best life in St. James and beyond. This is